Hello, Gabriel.
Hi, Martina.
I want to start with asking you to complete some sentences. The first sentence is, I feel joy because.
The communication was, I feel joy.
I feel joy because.
I feel joy because I just finished, like half an hour ago, I just finished a process which was unraveling a lot of who I am was based in this process. What I'm searching for is like, yeah. And I feel joy to have this on the table. I want to talk more about it. I'm not sure if it's right, if this is the right space right now.
Why not? Go ahead. Tell more.
I had a process, and I want to share a little bit what happened there. It was about me as a child not making sense to my parents, not making sense, because children, it's like they say A and they say B and they contradict each other, and it doesn't make sense because the contradiction, it's energetic. And the decision that I made was that I have to make sense. And if I don't make sense, I don't know. And in the last 2 months or so, or 3 months, 4 months, saying I don't know became more and more a part of my life. I don't know. It's like the I don't know torpedo that's just crashing through your head into your center. It's just exploding there. It's like I don't know, and then there is nothing.
Did the I don't know come because this sentence I don't make sense came up?
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't make sense. So, but if I have to make sense, so if I don't make sense, I don't know. And this I don't know is like I'm safe, because if I don't know what I want, if I don't know anything, I don't know, make sense. Somehow it's like a loophole, and it is like it became a big part of my life. The I don't know. Like the series that we're recording right now is called In Search, because I'm searching for the thing that where I'm finally making sense. That finally searching for some sense, so I can finally say who I am and what I do, what would make sense. And I was good in math and physics and chemistry mostly, and also IT, like programming and school, because it made sense. So I could do this because it made sense. I chose the things that made sense to me. And it's not that it was like I studied computer science. It was not that the math there was easy, and yet it made sense somehow. Like the box were built on each other, and at the end it made sense. And now I'm somehow in a space. Go.
I don't understand what you said about the I don't know, that it gives you kind of security, or what is the I don't know? What don't you know? Who you are, or can you say more about that?
When I have to choose something, or like something, or anything is glue something. I guess it's isglue.mystrikingly.com. I'm not sure. 13tools.mystrikingly.com, if you have no idea what isglue is. If I isglue anything and it doesn't make sense to me, I can just say I don't know. What do you want for breakfast? I don't know. It became automatic. And as a child, it's like I don't know. Can you choose for me? So I'm giving my center away. By saying I don't know, it's like the pattern is I don't know, what would you do? What do you like to do?
It's like giving away
And
or not taking the responsibility for the decision.
yeah, because if I decide and I contradict myself, or if I decide and it doesn't make sense to the other person, they will like come with they will point it out, like, this doesn't make sense. You need to make sense. Why aren't you making sense, kid? It's a childhood thing. And I cannot figure out right now how what else on my life is based on this, I don't know, and giving my center away pattern, or things that need to make sense. Where will I go next week? I don't know, because wherever I go, it doesn't make sense. Wherever I could say I would go next week, I don't have a reason for it. It doesn't make sense. As long as it's not common sense somehow, I'd rather stay in the unknown.
Okay. And what was the new result in your process today?
I will not say I don't know anymore, and instead say it doesn't make sense, or I'm scared, or I'm missing information, or I don't know yet. I want to find out more. I want to find out more possibilities, what I could say, instead of I don't know.
Okay, let's try that out. Where will you be next week?
I don't have enough information yet. It doesn't make sense to decide already, because I have many open possibilities.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm very scared of next Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a possibility of me going to Germany. There's a possibility for me to go some other country, and there's a possibility to stay in Portugal also. And I didn't make the decision yet. I haven't made the decision yet.
Next question.
Yes.
The next sentence to complete for you is, I feel sadness because.
The first thing that came up was the same thing with the joy, but with sadness. It's about, like, as I said before, I cannot really grasp on how much of my life is built around this sentence of it has to make sense. And it's like as if my whole worldview is just crumbling, and there is sadness and grief of who I thought I was, and how actually I just had to make decisions on one pattern, or maybe I also have different patterns, but many decisions I just made on this one pattern.
I have a sense when you say your old answer, I don't know, for me it seems like to be a movement backwards. And to say I don't have enough information now is, what is it for you? From what kind of movement is it for you, for your energetic body?
I would say it's neutral.
Yeah, me too. And this, I don't know, what kind of movement is this when you say
It's destructive.
It's what?
It's destructive.
It's destructive. Yeah.
I don't know, is a weapon. Is a weapon that kills my energetic body, so I'm lost.
And for me, when you say I don't know, it's you avoid intimacy. When you say I don't know, it's stopping every communication and every intimacy. For me, as a person talking to you, when you say I don't know, yeah. Okay.
And
yeah.
what we're not going to make through the full feelings if you're planning to do this if I start talking now.
No, our time is over. We will not do that.
This whole situation came when the things that made sense to me as a child didn't make sense to the parents anymore. It didn't make sense because the parents couldn't feel the energy of the child. My parents couldn't feel my energy as a child. So I was saying contradicting things, but with a different energy. And I didn't know how to make it clear to my parents. And then, like, they didn't get it. It didn't make sense to them. So I had to change. That's the key part. It's like, okay, if the parent doesn't understand, why can't the parent who is wrong somehow? Why isn't it the parent that needs to change something? Why isn't it the parent that needs to create something else for the child to be able to express what he or she wants to say? Now, this is so based in patriarchy. This is so sad somehow. I'm guessing there are thousands, millions, billions of other children out there who had a similar story where the parent said, okay, but this is how it is. You don't make sense. This is how it is. You need to adapt. And there's all these little children, these little geniuses. They build their lives on, okay, it has to make sense. My life has to make sense. Or I don't know what your life is based on. Yeah, it's so sad because in the process, what came up is, for me, what I was saying made sense. And even now, if I look at it, it makes sense. It was just contradicting. The mental part was contradicting, but the energetic part wasn't. Yeah. And I like in patriarchy, it's in the culture, it's not available. Parents don't hear this, and it makes me sad. Makes me sad.
Thank you for sharing that process.
And I think that's 10 minutes.
What do you think?
I think that's 10 minutes.
Yes, it is.
It's getting loud.
See you next week, Gabriel.
Yeah, see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.